gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot and steamy and probably musky.
The starting of the week, at Summit Talks, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday. Negotiations breaking down. See those leaders start to frown. It's Sword and Monday.
Welcome back to TBD again. Welcome
Yeah.
back. This we want to. I have a pretty good current event of the day. It's pretty catastrophic. Actually, this is perfect for your Zoom background.
Oh, perfect.
Current
So,
event of the day.
Biden had his bi-daily nap.
Yeah, he's got his second nap of the day coming in. Current event of the day: the United States of America is on a looming beer shortage with a carbon dioxide supply chain shortage.
Wait,
Now, I don't know how the two mix, but what I do know is that once the beer goes out, Middle America will revolt.
yeah, I mean it's been the plan of the government for about. I mean, I have my ear to the wall on
Beer to
certain
the
things,
wall.
but they've been keeping us docile with the beer, especially the light beer, the
A lot
light
of
beer
light
and
beer.
wine that they're pushing.
Yeah.
Once that goes, though, we're gonna be able to think freely.
Yeah.
We're gonna go chop off some heads.
The state of Wyoming might burn down.
You know,
If you live in a small town in Middle America, I'd suggest you move somewhere where there's plenty of beer.
where the riots won't.
Where the riots, yeah, where the rednecks was. So I don't know how the carbon dioxide and beer thing mix, but it has to be something with producing beer.
We're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna make ourselves look really stupid if we go down this rabbit hole any further, or hobbit hole.
Or Hobbit Hole. My theory is that you need carbon dioxide to pump out beer from the large septic tanks in breweries.
Yeah,
And it's like when you like blow up a balloon, you need to blow up the beer tanks.
I'm gonna give this a quick Google.
I don't know where the science connects on this, but
CO2
equal beer.
equal
Equal
beer.
beer.
Beer shortage and price hikes loom, carbon dioxide shortage and supply hurdles. There's a beer with a frowny face.
Oh, beer with a frowny face. Yeah. No carbon dioxide
And
equals
they're
sad
not
beer.
making this easy for my pea brain to find. So they needed to be right there at the top.
What's your off the head theory?
I think you're pressurizing the cans,
Oh, that's a good one.
but then would it be like a soda shortage or like, and not
I've
all
always. What about like beer in a juice pouch?
sipping on some beer.
Yeah, like in a Capri Sun packet though.
Ugh.
As the president of the United States, as his representative, what do you have to say to the shortage trip?
Well, I say it's the Republicans' fault.
True.
Yeah,
Probably a
they
fact.
didn't do the thing that the Democrats we were saying that they should do,
Yeah.
and when they didn't do it, we said it would be bad.
We're
that
we're
they didn't do
taking
it.
we're taking our beer manufacturing overseas.
Yeah.
If it's not already. If it's not
Gonna happen. I've
But
got
yeah.
3 facilities opening up in Taipei right now.
Low labor
Low
wages.
labor. I threw
Low
a nickel on
labor.
the ground and they made me their king.
That's so bad. But
Sorry.
it's so true. Okay, but yeah, tournament of the
When I
day.
worked at Converse, I wanted us to, because we were always out of like certain sizes of shoe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, we should just keep one of those indentured servants that they have overseas in the back. And if it's like, hey, we're out of size 7 women's platforms, I could
Yeah.
just be like, hey, Wu
Just-
Lee, can you whip up
Can you do a little sewing, a little
Yeah.
weaving?
give him a little kit? And if he has like a really good day, we'll give him 2 nickels.
It's like he like rings his little bell for water, and it's like a gerbil pouch that he has to like sip on, comes down from the ceiling.
You're asking too much, Wu Lee.
You're asking too much. We can't afford you. We can't afford
We will bring your sister and fammy over here when we are satisfied with your performance.
100 pairs of Converse by Friday.
His hands are like bleeding.
How many pairs of Converse do you think you could hammer out a day?
I have no idea how to make Converse.
I could probably hammer out like 2 pairs a day. That seems generous.
I think I can make like size 5s pretty well. Any
Yeah,
other
less
size
fabric, less
too
fabric,
big. But then if it's too small and too intricate, then I'll also have trouble.
less fabric. Well, actually, we have another current event of the day I kind of just remembered.
Oh,
We got a new TikTok trend is people cooking chicken in NyQuil for when you're sick. And apparently the FDA is warning against it.
people are so dumb.
So natural selection needs to pick up the pace.
Yeah, I thought between COVID and Tide Pods, like we had sort of the
We had momentum. We had momentum in the
Yeah.
natural selection thing going, and now we're NyQuil, like literal uncooked chicken in a pan with NyQuil, like
Yeah.
searing it up.
every day we get closer to me thinking that China has the right idea, only allowing one child because people just keep fucking and like they
It-
shouldn't.
It's bad. I'm gonna start running around in the streets screaming China has the upper hand now. China has the upper
They've
hand.
had it.
They've had it
Then
for a
we-
while
then we
now.
ban abortion. Like, do you guys not realize the problem that we're having here?
We have the wrong problem.
You guys are fixing a problem that's not there.
You're making a problem.
Too many people.
NyQuil chicken. So next time you're sick,
What is
I-
it like? Like slightly grape tinged.
no, it was blue.
Chicken?
It was like really blue.
Oh.
And this dude takes a bite out of it in like the tutorial video, and he's like, and he just gives a little thumbs, like a little nice little thumbs up, like, oh, I'm gonna feel better.
Is
Or you
your
could
air
just-
fryer like all sticky
Or you could-
afterwards?
You
Like,
could just eat NyQuil. I mean, you just drink the NyQuil for when you're sick. That works too.
and if it doesn't taste good, you just drink a little bit of water afterwards to wash it down.
No, you cook a whole chicken in it.
No, you haven't fixed. Like,
I
how many views does this have?
a lot.
How many
It
people
was-
do you know that have been like, hey, have you tried it?
There's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
there's been 4 people who've asked me today. Let's see. It was trending on Twitter earlier. Let's see if it's still at the top. All right, ready?
Mhm.
Still at number 1 trending, NyQuil. And okay, here we go. Boiling a medication can make it much more concentrated and change its properties in other ways, the FDA said. Even if you don't eat the chicken, inhaling the medication's vapors while cooking could cause high levels of drugs to enter your body.
Oh God! So they're like, hey guys, you're accidentally becoming scientists. It's not healthy. Please stop.
Please stop. Opens the
Uh-huh.
internet. FDA warns, don't cook chicken in NyQuil. Closes the internet.
I don't think people actually believe that this is gonna work. I think one dude was like, all right, all the famous people are like taken. Everybody
Yeah.
who's going to become important has become important. What can I do to like almost kill myself, but not quite kill myself?
Yeah.
That would give me some notoriety and maybe a little bit of change.
What if
Alright.
this is like the new lean?
Well, you just see a dude in the club with like a chicken.
Like no, with the rotisserie, but it's blue. But it's blue.
You're like, oh shit, that dude's
That dude's having a night. He's eating a whole blue rotisserie chicken. But yeah, those are our current events today. The world is in a sad place. We're running out of beer and we're eating a lot of NyQuil chicken. Sad face of events. But in better news, the Jimmy G era is back.
I felt so bad when I saw that happen.
It was depressing to say the least. Trey
What
Lance. So Kyle Shanahan decided that he was gonna run Trey Lance up the middle as much as he could until he actually hurt himself, so he didn't have to play him anymore.
Yeah.
So on like the 3rd play of the game, he runs him right up the middle, and Trey Lance breaks his ankle. And it was bad. He was like, and you just see Jimmy Jimmy was on the field within like 10 minutes, like smiling. It's just
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm important again.
he was like, guess what? Now I'm playing, but for like a $14 million discount. But no, now we're back. The Niners are
Yeah.
gonna win it all.
Yeah, he won.
Oh shit. RIP. RIP.
Oh yeah, that's right.
RIP. Long
Why do
lost
you- I got the
relative.
fucking hat out for.
Honestly, you guys kind of look the same. That is wrong. Did you see the picture of her next to the Iron Throne?
I did.
No,
Well,
she had slaves.
I'm gonna try to. As I'm learning more and more. Oh,
More and more each day, I'm learning how terrible the queen is. Even
Now
though
it's like I'm glad the queen's dead. I had to wait behind her bus in traffic for 25 minutes. All right, your tweet goes to the bottom of the grievances.
That goes way to the bottom. Soccer hasn't been played in like 2 weeks now for during the grieving period. How long is the mourning period for dead like monarchs?
I don't know, but did you see in Scotland what they did?
No.
They were supposed to have a minute of clapping for the queen,
Yeah.
and they did. They had a
Yeah.
minute of clapping, but the Scottish fans chanted, "If you're happy the queen is dead, clap your hands,"
Oh,
over and over again as everybody's clapping. And so they're between a
my
rock and a hard place of, do we stop the clapping? Because we're not happy she's dead, but also
Yeah.
stop the clapping. They're no longer doing the minute of
clapping.
clapping.
Yeah. So do we clap or not clap? I
They-
feel
they
like
can
you
just
stopped
clap,
clapping.
And everybody looked really awkward.
That's pretty bad. What
Right.
if they held like 2 weeks worth of like games like they did in like Roman times? They hold like Queen Elizabeth games. They hold
Soccer to the death.
games and parties honoring the queen.
I'm gonna try to look her in the eye.
I think that's a glass eye on the right. Didn't she have a glass eye?
Did she?
Well, maybe more of a prosthetic eye.
I don't know.
That seems
Still,
about right.
still looks good. You know,
She's not the only person who's dead. The Bengals are dead too.
transitions.
The Bengals also dead.
Joe Burrow is soon to join her if they don't get one fucking offensive lineman.
He's been sacked 13 times in 2 games.
He's gonna die.
13 times.
He got sacked like his rookie year. He got sacked like 60 times.
And then finally just tore his ACL.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm back to win a
Actually-
Super Bowl.
I actually think the Jets are going to beat them this week.
I could see it.
I mean, Joe Flacco,
Robert Saleh,
Robert Saleh, Joe Flacco, best player in the league,
you know,
better than Lamar Jackson.
if
Joe
they need
Flacco
to
just.
go,
What do they need?
Case Keenum.
Oh, okay. Is he their backup?
I think he's the Titans backup.
The Titans back. They needed him last night.
No, Bills backup. He's the Bills backup.
Oh, he's the Bills backup.
That was
Whatever
crazy.
happened, Case Keenum went from the starter on the Vikings to never existing. Like in my mind, he's always on the Vikings.
Yeah, he's the miracle worker.
Yeah, whatever. What happened? What year was that?
What was it, like 2050? He threw that to Diggs, I think, right?
Yeah. So he was
Yeah.
on the Vikings.
A long time ago.
I'll always be confused. There's like a weird gap in like football history for me from like from like sophomore to senior year of high school. Like I don't know what was happening in the NFL. And I don't know why.
Ezekiel Elliott was just ripping the tops off of women. Like, I don't even know.
Deshaun Watson was in
Yeah,
college
he was ravaging masseuses.
in Clemson.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty wrong. Actually, Alex and I were having a conversation last night. Are all head coaches dumb?
I think are all football players dumb?
Yes. Are all football players intelligent?
No, not necessarily. But I wouldn't go so far. I think my prior statement is wrong.
I think it's 80-20.
Smart to dumb?
Dumb to smart. I
You
don't
still
know.
gotta-
That's a lot of these guys end up out of the league and pretty broke within like 3 years.
But that's a completely different. Like that's just education. learning what to
Deficit.
do with money. Yeah.
A better question is, how do you fix the inner city education crisis?
Let me go back to my other background real quick.
Go back to the Oval Office.
All right. So here's what we do.
Okay.
We stop being racist.
Oh, there we go. That's step 1.
That's it.
More white teachers.
More what? No. Wait. What we need to do is we need to cut the education budget put it on the military.
Oh, I like
Go
that
out there.
actually.
When we conquer other places in the world, we
Mhm.
take their best teachers. We bring them over here.
I like
Better
that.
yet, we take their smartest students, bring them here. They'll
Mm.
raise our average.
I like that. And then obviously we ship off our students to get their students.
No, we'll just let, nature take its course, which means that those kids will end up in prison.
True, that's a fact. That's a fact.
None
Have
of
you-
this is making me very sad.
Have you seen the one guy who's been in prison for like 10 days now and he's just on TikTok doing like day in the life of prison?
All right,
like,
he can
I'm-
stay. He can
I'm
stay in
like-
prison.
I'm like, how does he have Wi-Fi or like service in there? And where's his outlet? He's like, yeah, this is my bed, no mattress. Like I'm just in here alone. And he's like doing like dances and stuff in prison. I'm like, I don't see an outlet in there. Like, does he have a
Yeah.
portable charger? Or like
He's got everything up his ass right now.
I'm half convinced he just like found a like prison cell to like go film in, and
Yeah.
he's just doing that
Yeah, that probably could be it.
because
Everybody's mad at him. Like he,
Yeah.
he bought his jumper on Amazon.
he's not even in one. He's just in normal clothes.
He's in jeans.
Yeah, he's just like, chilling in there. And I like tried to like scroll down on his page to see like why he was there.
Yeah.
And like before prison, it was just all normal videos, and I can't find out why he's there.
It's like, oh yeah, he killed a man.
I'm like, free Latavius.
Lit-
Free Latavius.
Free
Free
Latavius.
Latavius.
Hey, my
On top
boy,
of
he didn't do nothing wrong.
free Latavius, free me from my gambling addiction. Free me.
I can't help with that. I keep getting ads for Props 26 and or 27 to
That would-
legalize sports gambling in California.
Vote yes.
But on which one though? Because one of them
Oh,
gives money to tribes and homeless, and the other doesn't give money to tribes and homeless. And
oh, the latter, obviously.
but the tribes and the homeless, the tribes and the homeless, sponsored by FanDuel, and the other one.
Which one's sponsored by
I don't know.
DraftKings? The other
I think
one.
They're all fucking. They're like, but vote for us. We
But vote for us, we the
pretend to
tribes.
help more people.
I feel like the homeless aren't gonna get that money.
No,
I have a feeling
no, they'll get it in the form of free gambling.
if you free bets and FanDuel cash.
Yeah, it's like fuck the Native American tribes will get free FanDuel bets instead of their money back.
If I were given the choice of 5% more like returns on my bets and the homeless and the tribes getting that 5%, I think I would have to take the 5% myself.
What? So you can lose more?
Yes,
I'm
because
surprised the executives at FanDuel haven't come and broken your legs yet at
it's
this point.
I'm
They're like,
a-
sir, your 20-team college weekend parlay has never once hit, and you've bet it 54 college game weeks in a row. It's not going to happen.
It's been 2 weeks of football and I'm 3-25.
What's the biggest bet you've lost?
The biggest one I lost was it was a 3-team parlay, and it was just like $75 to win however much.
Okay.
And who lost? Oh no, Debo didn't score. That was the problem. He didn't
Yeah.
have to score.
You know who did score though? Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs like 3 times.
Mike had to sweat there for a minute.
I thought it was. I was like, oh my god, if Diggs actually does something, like Tripp could come back and win this game. Mike's
I
gonna
almost
lose it.
did, but then he also happened to have the Bills defense, so that didn't help me much.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all, especially when Derrick Henry rushes for like 20 yards.
You think
It's a
he's just,
goddamn joke.
he's just old now?
I mean, how good are running backs really for after like 2 years? Like,
Yeah, it always feels like that where you've got like, oh, this dude's the best running back in the league, and then all of a sudden he just doesn't feel like that anymore.
then he turns 26.
Yeah,
He turns
Never.
26. He's terrible.
yeah. It could be also the fact that I don't think the Titans have a passing offense at all.
Hey, Ryan Tannehill is still elite. Let's not forget. Ryan
Right, he
Tannehill or
ran
Robert
fast
Woods.
that one time, and everybody's like,
Tannehill, he's back
"Oh."
in the second half of his career.
Oh, sorry. I was just informed that we need to keep it down. Biden's trying to sleep.
Biden's trying to sleep and he's murmuring. He's murmuring nonsense.
He accidentally just murmured the nuclear codes.
And China once again has the upper hand. And
And China 2, USA 0.
China 2 to USA 0. Actually, okay, have you watched the show? Have you watched any of Cobra Kai?
I have. I've seen the first season, and then like the first 6 or 7 episodes of season 2.
Okay, so we're in season 5 now. And
What?
yeah, we're in season 5 now. And something is finally starting to come over me in the season where I'm like, I have a feeling outside of their little karate group, these kids are all losers at school.
What? You don't think that like these other kids are like, oh, they could kick my ass. Let me be their friend.
Yeah, like they're making it this whole thing where they're like, he's gonna take over the valley with his dojos. All the kids in the valley are gonna be Cobra Kai's. And I'm like, how many kids are really doing karate
Yeah.
in the valley? How many kids?
Like,
And
okay.
they're at a party in one of the episodes, and one of the guys is like, oh, did your girls come here because you heard we're in the Sekai Taikai tournament? And they're like, what? Just look at
Wait,
him.
They were like, no.
Yeah, they go, what are you talking about? Like, we're just here because there's drinks. And he
Yeah.
goes, well, the Sekai Taikai is and this guy's like, shut the fuck up.
And then there's one guy there that knows like Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and he's just like
He starts tapping out on
choking
him.
everybody.
And I just don't understand. Like when they were having like a fight throughout the entire school, everyone was just like, what the fuck are these karate kids doing?
Yeah. Where was I mean, about where I stopped watching was when the guy who was really good
Yeah.
like fell.
Oh yeah, like broke his back.
Yeah.
Is it broke my I fell 4 stories in the school
Yeah.
and broke my
While
back.
that was happening, there was a school-wide war. Just
It was a karate riot.
yeah, it was a karate riot. Like really, like there's not just like a big security guard who could have just fucking flattened one of those kids.
They do the same thing at a water park in this most recent season. They're like, you don't come over to our side of the water park. And they're like, but I want to go on that slide.
It's like the shittiest gang war ever.
It's just karate kids.
Drive by.
Just drive by, but it's just what's his name? What's the
Hawk.
Hawk, yeah. But it's just Hawk. They're making
Hawk
another Karate Kid movie, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently Sony's doing a remake.
Oh.
A
Again?
double remake. I hope it's just with Jaden Smith again. I hope it's just.
Did you ever see that one?
Oh yeah, I saw it. Where he goes.
yeah.
Technically, it's kung fu. It's in China.
Yeah, no, but it was during the era in which we really didn't care about getting things correct in cinema.
Honestly, that movie's kind of underrated. Little
Yeah.
Jaden Smith runs along the Great Wall of China to train Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a movie.
It's a movie. I need them to tie that into the Cobra Kai show.
No.
I need a now older Jaden
just
Smith.
shows up and just
Yeah.
starts-
I don't think they could even book him at this point.
Nah. But speaking of Jackie Chan, which is a loose link between what we were talking about.
Here,
Do you ever see Rush Hour?
yes.
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure like all the comedy in that movie was just Jackie Chan is Asian.
And the other guy's
And Chris
black.
Tucker is black.
Yeah, Chris Tucker is black,
Yeah.
and the cultures don't mix. And the culture, that's how
I think we need to
Shanghai
go back to
unites.
that.
We do need to go back to that. I think done right, it could be really funny
I think it was that first one especially.
because if there's no white people in it, it's fine. If there's just all black and Asian people making fun of each other, it's actually way
Yeah.
better.
What if we show up and we're like,
Oh, I couldn't.
you guys have good jobs. And you guys
You guys
do our
do
math
good
homework.
job.
This is like, oh no, we're in trouble. Shit.
It just becomes one big welfare joke. There
Okay.
needs to be, what's the movie? What's the one called?
Pursuit of Happiness.
No, no. The one with Army Hammer.
Oh, Call Me by Your Name?
No,
The Man from Uncle?
I thought it was like a comedy going into it, and then there was a bunch of mutant horses at the end.
Oh, sorry to bother you.
Oh yeah. Sorry to bother you. It's not Army Hammer. It's John Hamm, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait, no, it is Army Hammer.
It's an Army Hammer.
Yes.
That was
Yes, it
like
is.
right before.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Army Hammer.
Yeah, he wanted to be a cannibal.
He's a cannibal.
Yeah.
But that movie
Did he
is.
ever act on those urges?
Did he ever actually eat
That's
anyone?
different.
Did he? There's a PBS documentary on it on Discovery Plus. On Army Hammer.
Army Hammer's cannibalism.
Yeah, there's
Although this is
literally.
very important to me because, like if you have those urges but you don't act on them, are you that thing? Like, is Army Hammer a cannibal, or
Yes.
is he just a guy
It's just a guy
about the wrong thing
thinking
at the
out
wrong
loud. Just a
time?
guy thinking out loud. Can we prove he actually ate anyone?
Like, do I have a wrinkle fetish, or
Or
which I've never acted on,
yeah,
or
just thinking out loud.
hypothetically, just thinking out loud,
Hypothetically, just saying, hypothetically.
or am I just a guy with thoughts?
That's. I think you're just a guy with that. Think about being Army Hammer's co-star and like you're in a romantic comedy and you're kissing and he just takes a bite. He just tries to bite you.
I'd be like the whole army.
Oh, Army.
That hurt.
In-
And then you do it again. I'd be like, yo.
In 2018, I DM'd Army Hammer asking when Lone Ranger 2 would come out.
One of the greatest financial flops of all time, where
I
I forget what company it was, lost like $150 million.
for sure it was Disney.
Oh, okay. Then it was their second biggest behind the movie.
Behind Tron?
No,
What was it?
come on, you've definitely seen it. I know for a fact you've loved this movie.
The
at one point
biggest
in time.
the biggest flop?
Yeah, totally up
Mm,
your alley.
Oh,
I'll give you a hint. Takes place partially on Mars.
partially on Mars. Oh my god.
You've never seen John Carter?
Oh my god, I love John Carter. Oh. Sorry, you should have said Bassoum. You should have said Bassoum and not Mars.
Yeah. I knew
love
for a
that.
fucking fact you've seen that movie.
I love John Carter. That movie. I wanted a second one so bad. I wanted
That
the whole
movie had
series.
executives fired all across the world.
I read the books after I saw that movie.
Holy shit.
Oh god, I love that movie so much. I'm gonna watch that tonight, honestly. That movie is so good.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
really
I loved it when it came out too.
I saw it in theaters. It
So did
it
I.
was so good.
In an empty theater.
In an empty. Why did that movie flop so bad? It was awesome.
It was so sick.
It had the kid from Spy Kids in it as his uncle, as his cousin, nephew thing.
They had those cool little bug aliens.
Yeah, and they had swords. Honestly, that was Dune before Dune. That is like discount Dune.
Arguably the superior movie.
Arguably, honestly, because John Carter has superpowers.
Timothy Chalamet only has like headaches every
Yeah.
once in a while.
He just starts staring off in the distance and sees into the future, but he sees multiple futures.
Women everywhere just swoon.
And they just go,
Superpower.
wow.
You know, this all in a roundabout way worked itself out because Timothy Chalamet is definitely the co-star that Army Hammer wanted to take a bite out of.
That's a fact.
Yeah, when they were doing those homosexual lovemaking scenes for Call Me by Your Name, they were getting into it, and
Dream recast for Ocean's 11. It's Timothy Chalamet and Army Hammer as Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
I'm okay.
I
There's
love-
no one that can take the reins from those two for that movie.
I
Like-
love, like, I'll see a TikTok like every now and then, and it's like my dream fan cast for the Ocean's 11 remake, or my dream fan cast for like some big movie remake with a bunch of
Yeah.
stars, and it's just awful. And I'm like, this would never happen.
Like
It would be
my
terrible.
my dream Caddyshack remake. I want to go with
Yeah.
with Colin Jost.
Or like Keenan Thompson instead of Bill Murray. It's like,
Like, no.
like
Dude, if they do a
please no.
Caddyshack remake, they should just have Bill Murray like play his same character.
If they do a Caddyshack remake, I think they would have to have like Phil Mickelson in it as the guy who gets struck by lightning,
Yeah.
as the bishop, as the
Well,
bishop.
he's got to have enough metal in his back at this point to like conduct electricity
Oh, easily.
and enough money in his bank account.
What's your dream recast for a movie that doesn't need to be recast at all?
Fuck. What movie do I want to see remade?
But like you don't want to see remade, but you would watch it anyways.
If Indiana Jones gets remade,
Yeah,
because it probably will at some point.
it will.
Like who would work as? Because I know they're gonna fucking try to put Chris Pratt in that role.
Oh God, no! Just no, please.
Absolutely not. No offense to Chris Pratt.
No offense, I like Chris Pratt, but I don't know. Just no. I
Um,
think I don't even know.
Someone rugged.
Oscar Isaac. That's something I could actually get on board with.
I like him,
I could do that. I
Yeah.
could get on board with that.
but he has black hair and
Fuck. We tried to put Shia LaBeouf as Indiana Jones' son.
Yo, just retcon that. Yo, okay, I'd love that like now because
Yeah.
of who Shia LaBeouf is.
Yeah.
Like, he's so fucking weird now that it would be so awesome.
It would be way funnier.
They just brought him back as like Indy's meth head son.
Yeah, and he's just like, and he has the beard.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be awesome.
He takes the whip. He's like, put it down.
Put it down. It's okay. He doesn't talk the whole movie.
He's just
He's a mute. He's just a
out of
mute.
his mind.
That would honestly be awesome. I'm trying to
Staring
think.
into the crystal skull made him a mute. He's just like,
I'm trying to think of like
he's retarded son out here.
what's another one that just doesn't need to be remade, but they're gonna remake. I'm like trying to think of like a big studio.
I
The
mean,
Mummy.
but they'd have to bring back Brendan Fraser. Like these people are still alive.
That's the problem. They're still alive. Like
Old ass dude. Have you seen Brendan Fraser?
he's massive. He
Can we
is.
get him on the podcast?
I could probably reach out to him. I bet we could probably get him on here.
He probably. I bet.
We're
I
huge
bet.
Brendan Fraser fans. I love Brendan Fraser. Especially in Looney Tunes, the Back in Action.
But is
People-
it like don't meet your heroes?
Is it Don't Meet Your Heroes? I feel like he's great. I feel like he's a great interview.
Yeah, but if he was so nice and everybody loved him, then like, where's he been when the
I
world needed him?
I think he just like got fat and injured. Didn't he like get-
Injured.
yeah, didn't isn't that why he disappeared? He got injured on the set of a movie? Or was it that someone in Hollywood was like, "Hey, I want you to touch my nuts," and he was like, "No," and then he got blacklisted.
Oh
I
wait,
think, I think that might be it.
like some Hollywood exec, like Harvey Weinstein was like, "Hey Brendan, how bad do you want to be in the Mummy 2?"
Yeah, I think
Or
that's
was
what
it-
it was. And he was like, "Nah, not that bad.
Not that bad.
We'll replace you with Tom
No.
Cruise in the Mummy 5."
We're gonna try to start a Mummy verse.
The Mummy verse. They tried to do the monster verse with
Yeah.
Dracula Untold. I love that movie as well.
Okay, Dracula Untold was sick.
That movie is sick. It has one of the highest kill counts of on-screen deaths in a movie.
What?
Yeah, that movie, Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's Return of the King.
Okay.
There's like 2 others in the top 5, but yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then when the Nova Corps fucking dies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
What's your least favorite Marvel movie?
Least favorite Marvel movie? That's a tough one. Honestly, Black Widow is just I had just no interest in it.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it, but I just didn't like it. Like the whole time I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
What about yours?
I think my least favorite would have to be Captain Marvel. No offense to
Yeah,
you know,
no offense.
hey,
I love
guys,
Brie
guys.
Larson. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I just it made me feel bad. I was like, really? They finally made like a standalone woman superhero movie, and it was
And
boring.
she had this whole fight with Jude Law that could have happened in the last scene, and she was like, "Nah, I'm a woman." But
Literally
no,
was-
I like Brie Larson. I like Scott Pilgrim Brie Larson.
I mean,
That's
a different level.
That's a whole different level of.
God, that movie's so good.
That
I think
movie-
I've tried to show it to Riley like 5 times now.
I
Like,
would
every
never
time.
even. I would never even
You-
attempt that, McKaylee. There's no chance.
Aw.
I think Riley would actually kind of like it.
Oh, she definitely would. We're
You
doing
told
Game
me-
of Thrones right now.
Oh, I've been trying so hard, and
Really?
Michaela's just like no chance.
It's kind of real. It's this olden and magical. First
No, I
season is
promise.
a political drama.
It's almost all political drama. It's fucking
Well-
awesome. Well, no, maybe not all of it, but
Wow.
yeah, I've been trying. But I just think once Riley heard the name Knives Chow, she would lose her mind.
But I don't think like when I first watched the movie, that name kind of like flew over my head. I think it's
Yeah.
like looking back, you're like, it's something that kind of like just goes past you, and you're like, wait,
Yeah.
is that? And then you're like, wait, they named her Knives Chow.
Knives Chow. Her name is Knives.
Her name is- who named her Knives? I need to meet these parents. These
Her name-
parents made a movie.
Or when she gets punched and he's like, "You punched the highlights out of her hair." You punched the highlights out of her.
I have vegan powers.
I have vegan powers,
It's
but
just
like, it's fucking. Who is it? It's someone
it's
famous.
Superman.
Yeah, it's
fucking
Superman. It's Superman.
Not Henry Cavill, but the
Yeah.
last one.
Trip, if you're still here, Trip's coming to the desert this weekend. We're gonna have some in-person content,
We're gonna have a meet and greet.
a meet and greet, and we're gonna have Brendan Fraser on next week.
Let's go. Let's make it happen.
All right,
All right,
see you next time. That's TBD.